See if this works. Hey, look at that. Okay, good. And pretty that up. Alright, so we are in the middle of, well, in the middle. I say in the middle. At the beginning of, oh, yes I do. Beginning of coding this, this button panel for, this is Ross dashboard. We're coding a button panel to control CasparCG, a 4-channel CasparCG playout server. We're going to program this specifically for one show, so the intent here is we're going to do a big old grid of buttons, and each button will be one video asset that can be played. The hope is that we'll have a touchscreen computer that we can just touch the buttons with. I'm thinking right now how the best way to hard code all this, well, if the best way is to hard code this, or if it's to, I don't know, put it in some sort of database, maybe an Excel file. Can it read an XML file? Let me go to Google. I'm keeping track of all my IDs right here because you can't make them, at least as far as I know, you can't make them, you know, human readable. Oh, let me get rid of this too. Sucking up all my juice. By juice, of course, I mean RAM. Okay. Yeah, no, I have that. You can use SQL. Alright, let me open engineering user manuals. Ross? No. Okay, why have I not saved the Ross dashboard script? Well, whatever. Let's see what this guy has to say. If we can do. No. Excel. No. XML. Yeah, of course it is. You can create an the player information XML file. Yes. Yes. Okay. External XML. Well, it's going to be a data source. Right? It's going to be a data source? You can put NDI on it. It's great. No. Well, there's a way to do it. XML stats file. Maybe I can just look at the example file? So it created its own internal XML. Yeah, XML data source panel. Do I need to make a new one? Yeah. would be the best way to do this, I think. The easiest way for sure. Data sources include devices from which controls have been imported and XML data files that have been associated with the panel. If your panel uses a device but not associated, the edit toolbar includes only one additional button, data sources. Parameters and data sources. I'm learning, guys, I'm learning. I'm also closing out other programs so I have some more RAM to deal with here. How many people are watching? No one's watching, okay. So I need to make a new panel, it seems. Okay, well, okay. New custom panel, external data source. You know what, let me make a new... what? I'll call it, 18 version 1 external XML data source, data sources. Can I make a new one? Edit. A file. Again, I don't know enough. Edit menu structure. You know what? I need to look at an example of this. Let me grab an example. Back. Oop, that's the one. Okay, here we go. Tennis scoring. Oh, hockey scoring. Okay. Ross dashboard. Hockey example. Ooh, yes. Hey, there we go. That's where I can download the grid file. Download the grid file. I'm going to open the grid file. Okay, good. So we have... Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay. Oh, dear. Holy poop. Okay. So only internal data sources, though. This isn't the same... Let me just go to Ross's. Nope. Go to Ross video. Support. Ross University. Dashboard. There we are. Reading and parsing XML. Boom. Hey, well, we're going to watch a video on YouTube of a video on YouTube.
How to read an XML file in and then parse it using a couple of different methods, one using XPath and the other using getTagsByName. I'll also
You can
cover
listen to me
how
too.
to access web-hosted XML using Ross Video's RSS feed as an example. Let's start off by looking at the XML we're going to read in. I've created an XML file here which is supposed to be the team names in the English Premier Soccer League.
Sure.
It's not complete, I've only bothered to put in 3 names here, but you can see the structure of the file and that's what's important. We have this outermost tag here called league, and then it has some children, each of which are a team, and the data inside of a team, we have a couple of attributes, the name of the team and a file name. In this case for Manchester United, the file name it points to is Manu XML. If we go and have a look at that XML file here, you'll see this is for
Okay,
its
yes,
team
yes, yes. How do I get it into
for 2 demos
dashboard then,
here,
please? There we
website
go.
alongside this video. And we've got 2 demos here. It's the one on the top that we'll concentrate on right now. And this is where we read in the team's XML file, the league XML, and each team is then going to be used to fill in this team roster table here. So if I initialize it and then press the XPath button, this uses the XPath method to get the data out of the XML file. You can see if I change the team I have selected here, the roster updates on the right.
Okay.
Let's go back and initialize it and just show you that the getTags method produces identical results by a slightly different method.
Okay.
Now let's go and look at the code.
Please.
So let's have a look at the code that's underneath and double click, expand that,
Okay, great.
and examine this
Oh,
code.
dear.
So here is the code underneath the XPath button. Line 1 shows that we get a file name that's from a constant that's been defined in this file. And then we, on line 4, we read in the XML document. It's a
Okay.
simple call to ogscript parse XML with a file path. If that's been successful, then XML doc will be returned with a non-null value. So on line 5, we just trap that exception and write something to the debug if we do get a null. But the happy day scenario happens from line 8 onwards, where we just write to the debug to say we're parsing XML, and then we run the XPath command. You can see the command there is pretty simple. It's ogscript.run XPath with a search term and the XML documents that we read in. That XPath search will go and recall all the team nodes that are children of league nodes at the top level in the file. Then we get the length of the node list. What XPath returns is a list of nodes, so we can interrogate its length. And then lines 12 through 20, they iterate through that list of nodes, and they use the getAttribute method, shown on lines 14 and 15 here, to pull the data out of that XML file that we saw earlier. Lines 17 and 18 write those into a couple of array variables that I defined in this file so that we can access them later and use them to populate the tables. So here's the code that's underneath the equivalent button called getTags, and it uses just a slightly different way of getting the data out of the XML file. Here on line 9, we've got a call to xmldoc.getElements by tag name, and
This
we've
isn't
passed it
quite
the
what I
bit. This is an RSS, then give us the
need.
title of the feed in this box here, and then paints each item in the feed into the title box. That's Ross Videos in this case. The next one to look at is the
Interesting. I don't think it's quite what I need. Yeah, not quite what I need. Definitely not that one. Parse XML. Well formatted XML. Great. So what I can do, theoretically I could do this. Let me just do this real quick. Okay. This is an old one that I wrote. I'm just going to steal some code from. Basically, I need to grab this. No. 1.7. 1.7. We're up to version 2. There we go. It's just going out to the world. There we go. Okay, so the load button. Set value. Okay, so I'm going to do... I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So what I'd like to do is in Notepad, okay, basically take how do you start an XML document? Call it buttons.xml. Put it into my Google Drive work client folder. Yes, buttons. Channel is named 1. Button number equals 1. File name equals first clip. That's the end of the button. And let's see. Oops. Stay in the channel. Yeah. So if there we go. I'm gonna download this example file. Okay. My downloads folder, which is probably a disaster area. Why? Here we go. That's interesting. They gave me Excel files too. Excuse me. Hey, look, it's that thing that we were just looking at. All right. Look at this. So what it does is that it grabs the file path. It get elements by name. Set value. That's a loop. Yes. It's parameter 7. Okay. So what I want is over here I want a button. It's called load XML. And when I click that, I want it to execute this command. Essentially the initialize command. No. Just want to look at the source and understand it better. Great. I've been doing this 20 minutes. Just add description to my how do I save it? Oh, all changes saved. Perfect. Okay. I click get tags versus get an XPath. So XPath, so maybe I just put this into my button. Just going to copy and paste. Script, okay, yes. File path equals buttons.xml. And actually I realize that this is not saved in the right place. It should be in this one. Remember, it's Comic-Con V1, not Comic-Con 18. Let me actually, no. So, buttons.xml. want to find, how is his set up? Actually, wait, I have his now. I have league team. So mine is essentially going to be channel button. What's 0xb? Let's see what 0xb is in here. 0xb is teams. It's just an integer. Okay. I don't need, get rid of that. Okay, so this returns that venom I to loop through all of the. That's not necessarily true. Okay, parameters, set value 7. Let me get my reference. I forget what this means. Let's make this bigger. There we go. OID index value. If I get the buttons to look at a variable that I have, an array, in order to grab their names, can I do that? Um, um, IDs. Object identifier. OIDs don't have to be hexadecimal, they are string data. So I could just make this btn1 b, right? I set parameters. Set value. Buttons. More about buttons. Data-backed buttons, that's what I want. Wait, this might be an easier way to do this. Integer choice. No, not toggle buttons. No, that's not what I want. Isn't really helping. Let's just see. Ooh, here we go. Ah, rename. Modify the text name for a tab, button, or label. Great. What's it called? Rename? Oh, it's just called rename. Great. Rename. Params.rename button 1B. What does that have in my number? Number, file name. Well, that's gonna fail, but this should rename it. Yeah, of course there's an exception. And now I know why this was over here. Boop. Alright. Missing parentheses after for loop control. Oh. Well, that's actually not the worst thing in the world. Where am I missing it? After a for loop. For. Shoot. Where is it missing it? Damn. Yeah, I know. Missing parenthesis. I wish it would tell me more in here. Well, I only have one for loop in here, don't I? Yeah, there's a parenthesis right there. Oh, I didn't change. Yep, I gotta clear that. Still, okay. I'm just going to do this. And that, because that's not going to do anything in that too. Actually, see what if that still gives us an error message. It does. Button is not defined. Buttons is not defined. Of course it's not. Buttons. There's the word buttons on here. Buttons. Oh, that. Put that in quotes. Try that. Boop. Okay, good. Failed to read file. So, oh. Why does this think... Oh, alright, let me reopen this. Great. So it's reading it now, at least. Uncomment that, uncomment that. Okay, missing that parenthesis. I don't think I need to know this. I think I need to make that a variable. I don't need to know how many things there are. Excuse me. Var found equals found dot length. Right? Actually, no, I don't even do that at all. Let me undo all that. Do that. Oh. Oh, cannot find function in rename object. Search on one item, 01 first clip. Hey, look, it worked. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. Perfect. Now, cannot find function rename in object. Yes, okay. Maybe that was in the wrong heading. Where is this? Oh my god. That's no JavaScript function. Rename. There it is. Hey, look at that. OGScript.rename. Oh, OGScript.rename. Yep. I had the wrong syntax. BTN1B is not defined. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Oh, it's not. That's just a parameter. Is it though? This is BTN1B. Huh? See? Source ID BTN1B. Maybe just 1B? Maybe I was looking for the name? Couldn't imagine it would be doing that. After argument list. Someone's going backwards and screwing everything up. Whoops. Okay, you know what? Let me do something even easier. This is going to be super easy. Rename test. Okay, here's my task. Rename something called BTN rename. Renamed. Okay, now I'm going to make another button. That one's going to be called BTN rename. Bad name. See if this works. Ha. Missing for these after argument list. Okay, so I just have my syntax totally wrong. That's not the right name. There we go. Is that not right? It must not be right. There's too much syntax floating around in my head. I can't freaking remember anything. Um, change anything. Search for rename. There we go. Dscript.rename. It wants single quotes, maybe? Single quotes around this, and this, maybe? Hey, hey, hey. That's all it wants. Okay. So that's all it wants is single quotes. Oops. Around that. So this is called 1B. It should be called first clip when I click this. Look at that. Boom. Alright. Good, good, good. Now, the only thing I need to do is make this... yeah. Cool. All I need to do is make this loop. Yeah, okay, I know how to do it. Okay. I need to... I need to go one more level down, because the way that my XML works here is that I have channel, name is 1, I don't, it could be name, it could be anything, is 1, so I'm going to have, the intent here then is to have name equals 2, and then, you know, button number equals 1, file name, first clip, you know, etc. So all 4 channels, actually, name, let's call it ID. I haven't coded that yet, so boop. That's 3. Let me close that. And this is 4:45. Good. The intent then is so I can just boom, 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 put these all in. Could put these all right into each one of my channels. So I need to be able to figure out this in the code, which I'm sure is in here somewhere. Let's poke around. Actually, let's take a look at how he did his league name, maybe? Just find league. Oops. I need an L in the beginning of league. There we go. League team. Excuse me. League. That's the only place we have league. How does this work though? Because when I initialize an XPath, it doesn't say it doesn't have a league. It just has. That's Ross does RSS. Yeah, Ross doesn't have the RSS going. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything in that way. Let's look at the what is it, parse XML? Parse XML. This is the worst example ever. Um, yeah. So what it's looking for, XPath is looking for channel, but how do I find, well, you know what, best thing I can do, first clip channel 1, first clip, where's my text, there it is, channel 2, okay, so let's save that. Of course. Ah, the markup in the document following the root element must be well formed. It's not well formed, apparently somewhere. Oh, maybe because I changed these to ID instead of name. Oh, wait, because I didn't close it? Maybe? No, it doesn't have to be closed. Maybe I can just do... Does it just want me to trail the slash and not close the tag? Yeah, let me change these back to name, because that's the one thing I changed. Clear? Boop. No. Must be well formed. Okay, well, what changed in here? Let me comment it out. Where's the comment? Oh, man, there's too many menu options in this thing. Comment on comment, there it is. Block comment? Yeah. Save. Click, nope. Must be well formed. Okay. So this worked. What? The string dash dash is not permitted within comments. Fine. Oh my god, this is picky. Quick. Great. I found one item, it was first clip channel 1. So I guess because I have multiple channels? Yeah, because I have multiple tags called channel. Yes, that's the reason. Now this guy had... Okay, structure this in a different way. Call it channels. Channels. We'll call this CH1. CH2. Okay, so great. 0. Oh, right, because I changed the name. It's looking for channel. Okay, apply. Boom. No, still 0. Ah, right, because it needs to be finding channel CH1. Button. There we go. Great. Now maybe I just take away button, and I just look for channel. Just channels. How many things do I find? Nope, can't read length. That's gonna be hacky. So just found one channel, okay. What was the other way that he did it? There's a second way, the get tags way. Oops. Okay, so this way he did found get elements by tag name team. I'm looking at league. Team. So he does every tag that's called team. No. XML doc. I don't think this is... Yeah, it's not even in their reference, their script reference. Which script reference is for dashboard version 7? No, just... it's called OG script reference guide, right? Should be under support. Maybe. Come on. Product documentation. Dashboard. No. Alright, so this is what I got. Didn't have my login, so we're going to continue using parse XML. Let's seems to be doing what we need it to do. Okay, so what I need to do, everything in channel 1 is button 1A. Rename BTN plus number plus A. So I want to give it name, file name, firstchannel.mov. Let's do the same sort of thing for these guys. Save that. Okay. Okay, so actually over here now, I need to build a grid. I can always change it later, eh? Move debug off to my other window. Oops. Something like that. 3 by 3. That's not the size grid I need to build. So 6 by 9. Oops, 6 by 9. Apply and close. Snap it to the grid here. Ooh, come on. And then I think it needs to be down. Yeah, it needs to be down to there. Oops. Good, okay. So now we do button. Hardly matters. BTN 1A. Okay. Says 1B, that's 1A. Actually, let me always rename test worked, so. Alright. This back in, load. Great. First channel 1, second channel 1. First clip channel 1, great. Okay. So now, actually getting into this thing. I want these to dump into a parameter. Yeah, I'm gonna dump these in the parameter. I'm gonna call it, well, we already have one, it's called list. 0x, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna call something else. I'm gonna call this, LST files. I don't know if I need that. Alright, well, I'll just delete this then. Okay, call it name list. Something easier to type, files. LST files. It's a string array. Commit. Oh, one. Yeah, it doesn't like the quotes. Try that. There we go. So now, over here. Oops. Yes, I know. Thank you. Over here, what it's going to do is, yeah, this. It's going to do this. Set value lst files I file name. Right. Oops. LST files I file name is going to put the file name in there so that the buttons just do their thing. Look at my parameters. Hey, look at that. That worked beautifully. Okay, now over here on Mr. Button. Oops. So I'm just gonna copy and paste. Okay, so now I wrote a note to my future self. Play. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna make this always on layer 1 plus let's call it file. File name. Okay, var file equals params get value lst files. So get the first one. This one gets to go away. And I'm not gonna do any looping. So, oops. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, that's just my debug. Okay. So I should just be able to get that. Oops. If I spell files right, it will get that. Apply and close. Load XML, that worked fine. Tab 1, first clip channel 1. Boom. Okay, this is what I'm looking at, sorry. Unterminated regular expression literal. Okay. Oh, I miss a quote mark. That's the problem with these languages, man. You miss one quote. There we go. So it needs. I need to add a quote mark at the end. Actually, I need to add a. No, I think that's it. No, actually, I don't need to add anything to the end, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Quote. Quote the Raven. I think I have to. Do I have to escape it, maybe? I don't remember. No, I need the quote. Wait, what am I doing? Ugh. What was this other button? This other button worked, I think. Yeah, this one worked. Just plus quote quote. Okay, so it must not be in that. That must not be the problem then. What is this said? What does it say? Unregulated regular expression? Oh, that's why. That's why. That's why. My debug script broke my program. Ugh. Oh, wait. Okay. Alright, still broken. Okay, let me just totally take out that. I think it's my debug. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Click. Okay, no, it's not my expression. So it is actually this thing then. Let me just call this file 1 just so that it's not maybe a special name, you know? And actually, what I'm going to do here is file name equals file 1. Load. Load works. Clicky click. Still an unregulated expression. Well, is it this? Let's find out. Nope. Is it this? Nope. Is it just everything? No, it was that one slash mark that was right there, I bet. Wasn't it? Yeah. Now I'm just missing a parenthesis. Somewhere. Where am I missing a parenthesis? I had an errant slash mark right there. Okay, well, params get value. I know we've done this before. Get value. Yeah, so the OID and the index. Great. Close again, figuring out which part of the thing I messed up. So it is, in fact, my debug is breaking everything. Okay. Can I just do that? Do I need to close that? Maybe I don't. I don't know. Apparently. Jeez. Plus file 1. Okay, apply and close. Boom, boom. First channel 1, look at that. File name equals first channel 1. Okay, so this works. Buttons.xml. Let me see if I can open that in... no, that's not the right folder. It's my downloads folder. Let me see if I can open this. 19. Whoop. Okay. I think I have... I do have Excel. No, I prefer other files. Let's see if I can open it in Excel and do something important. I doubt it, but maybe. Who knows? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Open other workbooks. Browse. Why did I bury this so deep? There we go. Open. That's an Excel table, please. Please do. Not quite. Okay, what if I were to make one in Excel and save it as, you know? I guess it's because I have these channels in here. How did this guy do it? Once again. He just did it like that. Forward dot wave. How about that? Okay. Save as. This place as an XML spreadsheet? XML data. Let's try XML data. Doesn't contain any XML mappings. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Oh, bring me back. XML mapping. No, create an XML map. Developer. Show the developer tab. Oh my gosh, okay. File options. I hate all of this stuff. Okay, file options. Customize ribbon. Main tabs. Developer. Okay, developer. XML source. Developer source. Right. The XML source task pane. Click XML maps. There's no XML maps. XML maps. Add one. Oh my god. Select the elements you want to map. The XML source task pane. Select the elements you want to map. Right click, click map element. Where? Map element, I don't see it. It's not. XML maps. Why is it going to an external document? I wanted to create them in here. I don't know enough about XML. Oh my goodness. See, the intent here is to be able to do this from an Excel spreadsheet, and it's not quite working. Um, okay, maybe I'll just do this. Let's go here. I get really tired all of a sudden. Okay. There we go. Hey, that is F name. Oh no. Shoot. Oh, boo boo there. Okay, good. It looks like this is working so far. What I do want to do though is boom, boom. Okay. Alright, so back over here. Um, I got one. 6 by 9. It's 54 buttons, Jesus. Alright. Okay. Now let's try saving it as new buttons dot XML. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now let's open new buttons with Notepad. Hey, look at that. Wait, why is only channel 3 and channel 4 here? Ugh, okay, fine. Oh, there you go. I never mapped channels 2 and etc. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Dope. So this is working now. So now watch this. If I were to, okay, here, let's do well, hell, I'll just call it new buttons in here. Actually, I like what they did with a constant in this, right at the top there. Right up at the top. Right under meta. File path, new buttons.xml. And then how they do it, they did it, hey, they did it right here. And then we just use file path everywhere else. I'm stealing this, guys. Sorry. Look at all those things we got. File name is 1.8.mov. Now we go over here to new buttons. Dope. Call it LST files 1 actually. Pretty much what I'm going for here is to do this 3 times then. Yeah, so that's channel 1, here's channel 2, 2, list files 2, we'll give this number letter B, here's 3, here's 3, here's Charlie, here's 3, and then here's 4, and here's 4, and here's Delta, and here's 4. Okay, apply and close. 1, 2, 3. The great thing is it makes a duplicate when you hit save like this, or commit changes rather. I do want to delete list files though. Don't want to get stuff all fluffed up. Okay. Ooh, that's another thing I need to do. Port. I'm just gonna call it port. This one's called host. In fact, I can lose. I already did. Good. All right. Good. Let's see if this works. It did. It went pretty fast too. Okay, I'm getting an error here though. Oh yeah. Because it ends in a... Nope, that is not where I want to go. Because it ends... Ooh, oh dear. Oh, it doesn't want me to be that small. Okay, fine. It won't let me click. Okay, because it... I think it wants me to put 3 quotes here. Or maybe it just keeps... No. I think it doesn't want any quotes. Dope. What? Null. Founding equals null. I mean, founding equals null. Haha. Files 1. load. Play. Cool. Okay, so that works. Now, the other thing I want to do is, oops, I want to grab this. Var host equals params dot get value host 0. There's only one param anyway. Host port var port equals params dot get value port 0. Dope. Bit more debugging to do. Host equals host host port equals port. Oops, that's supposed to be a single quote, not a double quote. Localhost, great. If I say 192, well, say 7.0.0.1, over here, boom, great. This makes it a little more flexible in case we decide to do this on a different server. If we decide to run this as a client, actually, instead of on the server itself. It will work either way, though. The file name is referenced directly to parameters. Name is XML location. Let's call it XML path. It's gonna be a string file picker commits. Done. New buttons, open. Okay. Now, I'm actually gonna not use that constant. I'm going to file path equals params.get. Actually, here. Get, oops. Let's do this. Get value, okay. And 0, because there actually is no other things. Okay, apply and close, boo boo boo. Oh, that worked beautifully. Alright, so now, if someone move, there we go. Snap that, snap that. This doesn't need to be that big. Ooh, actually. Well. That can go away, that can go away, we've done that. Let's save this project. So now, I can pick, whatever the heck I want. It'll get screwed up, but hey, look at that, okay. Let's see if it's outside of my scope, eh? I don't know. That's a G. That's a call sheet or something. Ah, it does. That's awesome. So it knows. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Load the XML. There it is. All right. So now the reason I'm not doing anything yet is because I know that there's a chance I want to add more stuff, you know? I want to add the ability to dissolve, the ability to do resizing. Oh, you can do that. Oh, man. Well, I know this works, so let's do this. I'm going to grab this. This obviously works. Paste this in here, but now it's going to be channel 2 -1. In fact, this, I can't help but think that this is not in the right, quite the right place. I'd really like to see a border on here. I just need to be able to see some sort of... Okay, they are definitely off. Okay, good. I'm not going crazy. This is all just like, you know, weird stuff now. Oop, nope. Don't want a table. I want a grid. Was it 6 by 9? By 9. Okay. Oops. Back to the hand. Line. So this one should be blue, actually. H has what? Blue. Wait, can I type? No, I want to type. Oh, man. Okay, well. GB. Well, I know it's going to be 0000FF. Dang. Well, it's going to be 50% bright, right? And then 0000FF. There it is. Okay, so this one's snapping correctly. So just number 1 that's not snapping correctly. 6 by 9. Looks like it's not even on the right grid line. Yeah, it's like it's not on the right grid. Like the grid is wrong. Maybe I can edit this. Right. There you go. I'll just copy and paste this one. Or rather, I'll copy it and then check it and then see. Aha! Aha! So that needs to be left 0 instead of right, whatever it is. G. So this is a little bit of HTML here also. So RGB left. It's somehow left aligned. Don't know how that happens, but there we go. Okay. So RGB, and this will be yellow. So I think that's a good amount to have. Can I make this grid lines? Oh, grid color. Oh, I was so close to getting FF. There, ah, damn. FD. Good enough. Apply and close. Oh, can't see the grid lines. Okay. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Although, actually, here we go. I can just take my source from... This will be yellow. Okay. Um, Dope. Oops. Oh, it auto-filled for me. Awesome. Haha. Love being able to edit code directly. I love that autofills. Alright. ABCD. So that's 4, 1. I got. Okay. No. New buttons. Call it channel 2 first. actually going to change this to source. I'm just going to call this buttons.xml. Save it. It does not. I'll just call this buttons1, and then I'll just reopen it. Yes, I know. Stop complaining. Don't save whatever I just did. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. Save. Buttons1. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Right? Buttons1, open, load. 1, channel 2 first, channel 3 first, channel 4 first. Wait, why did that not change? Or did I not change it? It had an XML schema, though, back when I saved it. Open this one. Need an XML schema file. Okay. So I open this with LibreOffice. Oh, it's just no. Okay, of course not. Okay, well, oh shoot. So I need a schema file. apparently I have to work more in Excel than I thought I had to. Jeez. All I have to save this as is as a Excel document. P4. I just want to see how many characters I can fit in a button. Page4.targa. Great. I'm going to save that, but I'm also going to save it as XML data. Save, continue. Great. Save that. Button layout XML. Open that. Load the XML. This is the first boat. Okay, so style. Let's see if I can make it That doesn't do anything. I wonder if there's text wrapping at all. Doesn't look like it. Hmm. Well, let's check the reference. Actually, let me download these reference manuals before I forget. Oh, I have them right there. Oh, man. You know what? I wonder how full that hard drive's getting. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, well, I think I've gotten very far today. So I think I'm going to stop. Thanks for watching. 2 hours of casting. Thanks for watching.